Emotional spending is like a shadowy figure, always lurking nearby. It waits for the perfect moment, when you're tired, stressed, or just a little bit lonely. It slips in quietly, disguised as comfort, and suddenly your wallet feels lighter. It promises a quick fix, a burst of happiness from a new gadget, a takeaway meal, or a spontaneous online order. For a moment, you feel a rush, like everything is brighter. But the thrill fades fast. Regret creeps in, and you're left wondering where your money went. The villain's trick is complete. A crash of reality, sharp and sudden. You start counting the cost, replaying the moment in your mind. How did it happen so quickly? Emotional spending is clever. It knows exactly when to strike. It waits for you to be hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, then pounces. That's when it's strongest and you're most vulnerable. And when it's over, you barely remember what you bought, just the emptiness it leaves behind. The real problem stays hidden, like a leak behind the wall, quietly growing. But here's the truth. You can break free from its grip. The first step is seeing the villain for what it is. A master of disguise, not a true friend. Once you spot it, you can start to take back control. Something strange happened after lockdowns ended. The world rushed out, wallets in hand, chasing a thrill we'd all been missing. Shopping bags swung, lattes flowed, and it felt like a celebration, on the surface. But beneath the excitement, something else was brewing. Credit cards flashed, receipts piled up, and for a moment it seemed like the party would never end. But as the days passed, the excitement wore off. The bills arrived, and a quiet anxiety set in. Was it worth it? We all joined the splurge, but what did it really cost us? Forget flashy spending, meet revenge saving, the quietest flex in money. It's like being a financial ninja, silent, smart, and totally undercover. Stack cash, skip the show off, let your savings do the talking. Let's break down what revenge saving really means. Imagine your wallet is like a superhero cape, ready to protect your future, not just show off. After the lockdowns, many of us felt the urge to buy things just to feel alive. Think of it as trying to fill an empty battery with shopping bags. But then, something clicked, like a light bulb moment. People realized the thrill of spending fades fast. The excitement wears off, and you're left with things you don't need. Here's where revenge saving comes in. Instead of spending for a quick mood boost, you flip the script. Every time you say no to a splurge, you pay your future self instead. For example, if you skip a £5 coffee, move that £5 into your savings right away. It's like giving yourself a high five for being smart. Over time, these small revenge saves add up. You're not just avoiding debt, you're building a safety net, one skipped treat at a time. Think of it like a game. Every no you say to impulse spending is a point scored for your future goals. So next time you're tempted, remember, revenge saving is about outsmarting your old habits and making your money work for you. That's the real power of revenge saving. It's practical, it's fun, and it's all about building a future you'll actually enjoy. Try it out this week. Track your revenge saves and see how quickly your superhero wallet grows. And that's how you start your own revenge saving journey, one smart move at a time. Ready to play? Let's see how many points you can score for your future self. Picture this. Your group chat is blowing up with photos from last night's expensive dinner. Meanwhile, you're at home in pajamas, eating cereal for dinner. Your friends, they're posting boomerangs of bottomless brunches. You're calculating how many avocados you can buy for the price of one mimosa. They call you boring, maybe even cheap. But let's be honest, no one ever went broke by skipping a group holiday to Ibiza. Meanwhile, you're quietly stacking cash like a squirrel with a secret nut stash. No hashtags, no humble brags. Here's the plot twist. The loudest flex is often the emptiest wallet. Every time you say no thanks to another night out, you're giving your future self a boost. Welcome to the world of silent stacking, where the only thing you're flexing is your savings account. No one's clapping, but your future self is already planning a slow clap. FOMO. More like JOMO, the joy of missing out on credit card debt. It's not glamorous, but investing in your future self beats another overpriced cocktail any day. Saying no to the social flex is basically saying yes to not panicking when your rent is due. No to another round at the bar. That's yes to a house deposit, or at least a pizza and a movie night in. The real power move. Seeing the big picture. Like, do you want likes or do you want options? Maybe the best flex is what you don't post. Like a healthy bank balance. Real confidence. It's sleeping soundly. not worrying about overdraft fees. That's the silent stack. No filters, no drama, just results. Ever notice how temptation is everywhere? Social media, shop windows, ads, each one whispering, "Buy me!" It's like a highlight reel of spending and it's hard to look away. But here's the twist. All that spending comes with a hidden price tag on your bank account and your peace of mind. Now imagine a dramatic stop sign flashing in your mind. That's the power of no. Saying no to impulse buys is like hitting pause on the spending cycle. Each no is a micro-investment in your future. It's not about missing out. It's about choosing what matters most. Next time you're tempted, pause. Picture yourself at the checkout, hand hovering, heart racing. Could one word change everything? Let's clear up a common mix-up. Revenge saving is not your grandma's frugality. Traditional frugality is clipping coupons and skipping lattes. Revenge saving? It's more like outsmarting your own spending habits with a grin. Frugality says, don't spend. Revenge saving says, spend smarter. For example, instead of skipping every coffee, you might cancel that forgotten streaming subscription and keep your favorite treat. Here's a fun fact. The average person pays for at least one subscription they forgot about. Revenge saving is about finding those sneaky expenses and redirecting them to your goals. The big difference? Frugality can feel like a sacrifice. Revenge saving feels like a game. Spot the waste, score a win. It's about making your money work for you, not just pinching pennies. Try this. Once a month, declutter your bank statement. Highlight any "what was that" charges. You'll be surprised how much you can save just by paying attention. Revenge saving is like spring cleaning for your wallet. Out go the impulse buys and random app charges. In comes more cash for what actually matters to you. Here's a quick tip. Set up a fun fund and a future fund. When you cut out a wasteful expense, move that money to your future fund. You'll see your progress add up and you won't feel deprived. The result? You get a clear view of your money and can actually direct it to things you care about, like travel, hobbies, or just a bigger safety net. So next time you're tempted by a daily coffee or a random online deal, ask, would I rather have this or see my future fund grow? Sometimes the answer will surprise you. The bottom line, revenge saving is about making your money choices intentional, not accidental. It's not about being strict, it's about being smart and maybe having a little fun along the way. And hey, if you find a forgotten subscription, treat yourself to a victory dance. That's money back in your pocket. That's the real secret. Make saving a little bit fun and you'll stick with it. People wanted to take it even further. They wanted a complete reset. And that's how the No Spend Challenge was born. It's committing to a set period where you spend absolutely no money on non-essential items. It sounds incredibly intense, and at first, it probably is. It's a real pattern interrupt. But people say that something amazing happens after that initial struggle. You begin to find so much joy and creativity in using what you already have. It's about discovering that your happiness and sense of identity aren't tied to the things you buy. It's a bit of a detox, really. You're not just saving money, but you're also rediscovering yourself. It's more about what you're gaining in terms of self-awareness. So is it a punishment? I really don't think so. I feel like it's more of a powerful experiment in mindfulness. We live in a world where we can have almost anything we want delivered to our door in a matter of hours. That instant gratification is so hard to resist. The No Spend Challenge is like hitting the pause button on all of that. It forces you to sit with that feeling of wanting something without immediately acting on it. And in that space, you learn so much about your own triggers and emotional spending habits. You start to see the patterns so clearly. Do you scroll through online shops when you're feeling bored? Do you head to the supermarket for a treat after a stressful day? The challenge makes you find new, healthier coping mechanisms. Instead of retail therapy, you might discover a love for journaling, or going for a run, or even just calling a friend to chat. It's about rewiring your brain to seek comfort and happiness in things that don't come with a price tag and a credit card bill at the end of the month. What's also really lovely about this is how it can improve your relationships. Instead of your friendships revolving around spending money, going for expensive dinners, shopping trips, bottomless brunches, you start suggesting free activities. Picnics in the park, board game nights, cooking for each other, going on a hike. It encourages a deeper level of connection that isn't based on consumption. It's about spending quality time together, not just spending money together. And that can be so much more meaningful in the long run. And at the end of the challenge, whether it's been 30 days or a full year, the goal isn't to never buy anything nice ever again. Of course not. The goal is to re-enter the world of spending as a completely different person, a more conscious, intentional consumer who knows the difference between a want and a need. You'll have a pile of savings, yes, but more importantly, you'll have a newfound sense of control and clarity that is absolutely priceless. If you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe to this channel for more tips. Feeling inspired but unsure where to start? Here's a simple formula to kickstart your comeback. It involves 5 steps to get you on track. First, track every dollar for a month. Use an app or notebook, whatever works. You'll get a clear picture of where your money goes. Step 2, set your no-spend rules. Decide what to cut based on your spending data. Tailor the rules to your goals. Step 3, automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer as soon as you get paid. Treat it like a non-negotiable bill to your future self. Okay, on to step 4, and this one is actually really fun and surprisingly powerful. It's all about renaming your savings accounts. Instead of having a generic account just called savings, which is a bit boring and uninspiring, give it a name that connects to your why. Change the name in your online banking app to something like Paris Apartment Fund, or Debt-Free Dream, or Peace of Mind Pot. It sounds like such a small thing, but it makes a huge psychological difference. It's so motivating. Every time you log into your banking app, you're not just seeing a number. You're seeing your dream. You're reminded of the amazing goal you're working towards. It makes it so much easier to say no to a £40 top you don't really need when you can see that money could go directly into your first home deposit fund instead. It turns saving from a chore into an exciting journey. It connects your daily financial habits to your biggest life aspirations, and that is just so powerful. I absolutely love this tip. The 5th and final step is what I like to call the emotional spending transfer. This is where you actively fight back against those impulse buys. The next time you find yourself scrolling online and you're about to buy something you know you don't need, stop, take a breath, close the app, and instead, open your banking app. Take the exact amount of money that item would have cost, say £25 for a new book, and transfer it directly into your savings account. You get the same little dopamine hit of taking an action, but instead of a cluttered house, you get a healthier bank balance. This turns a moment of weakness into a moment of strength. You are literally paying yourself instead of a corporation. It's the ultimate act of revenge saving. It's you, in real time, choosing your future over a fleeting impulse. Following these 5 steps, tracking, setting rules, automating, renaming, and transferring, gives you a practical framework. It's your roadmap. The whole point is to let your peace of mind and your growing savings be the new flex. It's not about what you're buying. It's about the secure and calm life you are quietly and brilliantly building for yourself. Hello everyone! So you've started revenge saving, you've maybe even dipped your toes into a no-spend challenge, and it might feel a little bit hard at first. But I want to talk about something truly magical that happens when you stick with it. It's the feeling of genuine, deep-down peace. You start to notice that the little anxieties begin to quieten down. That feeling starts to fade, replaced by a sense of calm control. You begin to sleep so much better, but actually feeling rested and recharged. This isn't just about saving money, it's about reclaiming your mental space from financial stress, and honestly, that's priceless. But when you're on this revenge-saving journey, your perspective completely shifts. The urge to compare just melts away, replaced by a quiet confidence in your own path. This is a deep, lasting sense of strength that comes from within. You're not just owning more money, you're owning your life. It's the real flex. With newfound peace, you start to see tangible results that change your life. That debt that has been hanging over you, you start to chip away at it, and suddenly, you can see the finish line. The absolute freedom in that moment is something that no shopping spree could ever replicate. You're literally buying back your freedom, one saved pound at a time. Next, you build a peace of mind fund, or a buffer. It's that pot of money that's there for when life happens, because it always does. You don't have to panic or sacrifice your goals. This buffer isn't just money in the bank, it's a safety net that allows you to navigate life's little bumps. This all culminates in gaining that ultimate prized true peace of mind. Instead, you start thinking about the future, about your dreams, about what you truly want out of life. The focus shifts from surviving to thriving, and that is the most incredible transformation of all. Let that vision be your motivation, because that feeling is what this entire journey is all about. It's waiting for you. I want to share some real stories with you, from people just like you and me. Take Sarah, for example. She was an emotional spender. She tried a 90-day no-spend challenge, transferring the money she would have spent into a separate account. In 3 months, she saved enough to finally book a flight to see her family abroad. Then there's James, drowning in credit card debt. He started revenge saving, making his own coffee, cooking at home, and finding free things to do. In 8 months, he paid off over £4,000 in debt. He felt like he could finally breathe again. A university student made a pledge to not buy any new clothing for her final year. By graduation, she had paid off a significant chunk of her student loan. These stories show that the real flex is being debt-free. It's the power of being in the driver's seat of your own life. They got there by making a choice. Thank you so much for joining me today and diving into this. It's a topic I'm so passionate about because I've seen how much of a difference it can make. It's not just about money, it's about mindset, and it's about reclaiming your peace in a world that is constantly telling you to spend it. If anything we've talked about today has resonated with you, if you feel that little spark of motivation to start your own quiet comeback, I would absolutely love it if you would comment "Revenge is peace" down below. Let's create a community of support for each other on this journey. Seeing those comments will be a wonderful reminder that we're not alone in this. We're all in it together, quietly stacking and building better futures for ourselves. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, maybe a friend who is feeling the pressure, or a family member who is trying to get on top of their finances, please share this video with them. Sometimes, just knowing that there's another way, a different path you can take, can be the catalyst for a huge positive change. Let's spread this message. Empowerment far and wide. And of course, if you enjoyed this and want more chats about mindset shifts, money challenges, and creating a life of freedom, please do hit that subscribe button. We have so many more ideas and conversations coming your way, and I would hate for you to miss out. We're all about those freedom-first money moves here, and building a life that feels as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. Your support means the absolute world and allows us to keep making content just like this for you. And finally, I want to leave you with this one thought. The next time you feel a little pang of guilt for saying no, or feel like you're missing out, please remember this. You're not broke. You're not being cheap. You are building. You are an architect of your own life, carefully and deliberately laying each brick for a future that is secure, peaceful, and completely unapologetically yours. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more great content.